Hey guys, it's Lizzie here. Today I'm going to show you how to create the stitched mouth effect. So firstly I'm going to take an alcohol activated palette. I'm using one by Mr. Dashbows, and you just want to take the black shade. So you could actually use any black product, some eyeliner or a pencil. So we're just marking out where we're going to place the stitches around our mouth. So you just want to draw tiny black dots onto the skin, sort of evenly placed around the area, just so we can work out where we're going to add all the bruising and discoloration as we go along. So now I'm just adding some concealer over my lips to take away the colour to make me look a little bit more sick. And now with the dark red shade and a big stippling brush, I'm just going to add some discoloration around each of those stitch marks that we put onto the skin earlier. This doesn't have to be neat or even at all, as that will add to the effect. Now I'm adding some discoloration around my lips as well. And with the darker red shade and a smaller stippling brush, I'm just going to place more localized discoloration around each of the stitching holes, make a deeper, darker colour, as that's where the skin would have been punctured with a needle if you were to sew up your mouth. And with the mixture of the brown and the red and the big stippling brush again, I'm going to go back over that same area just to help blend those colours a bit better together. Now I'm adding some bruises to my lips. Like with the stitches, I'm going to use a big stippling brush and add on the lighter shades onto two places on my lips to create some bruises. And then with a smaller pencil brush, I'm going to take a mixture of the black and the red to add a bit more depth to the area. Now with the bright red in the palette and a big stippling brush, I'm going to add that around my nose to make it look like I've been crying. With a black liquid eyeliner, I'm just redrawing on all the dots where the stitches will take place, as we would have covered them up with the layers of red. With a disposable eyeliner brush and some spirit gum, I'm just going to draw dots on top of those black dots so that we can start sticking the stitches in place. You do have to wait a little bit for the spirit gum to become tacky before you put the thread on, otherwise it won't stick. It is also a good idea to have all the thread cut up in front of you, as it saves a lot of time. Just to warn you now, this bit does take the longest and is very fiddly, so you might want to get a friend to help you. So there we go, that's all the stitches done. The next thing we want to do is take a blood paste on a small brush and just place that at the base of each stitch onto the skin. Then I run the brush across each of the threads just to coat them in a layer of blood so that they don't look so clean and fresh. And with a matte bronzer and a big fluffy brush, I'm just running that all the way over my eyes to make the skin look a bit shallow and more drained really. It also adds to making you look a bit more sick. With a matte black eyeshadow and a smaller brush, I'm just running that along the upper and lower lash line all the way around my eyes. Again, this doesn't have to be very neat, as we will be putting eye drops over this to make the colour run, so you can apply it as messily as you like. I'm just taking the big fluffy brush and blending that out slightly. Now I'm going to put on coats and coats of mascara. Don't use a waterproof formula, as we do want this to run. And then take a black kohl pencil and run that on your tight line and your waterline. The more black product you put in place, the more there is to run. So now I'm just putting eye drops on the inside and outside corner of my eyes and letting that make the colour run down my cheeks. Now with a thin liquid blood by Bloody Marvellous, I'm just going to place that at the bottom of each stitch so it can start to drip down my chin. I'm then taking a thicker blood formula, also by Bloody Marvellous, and running that back over the area, as this particular one stays in place and doesn't run, so I quite like mixing up the different textures. And there we go guys, that's the makeup look complete, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lot of fun recreating this look. Take care, thank you.